Okay, here's what I got. I got my step ladder, and I got my crane up there. This is a 4x4, not the best looking 4x4 there is, but it did the trick. Did you bring some water, baby? Okay. Okay, so here's what we got. This is our water well, and what I've got is a strap hooked up to that winch right there, which I bought at Tractor Supply for about $18. And I've got that little gadget right there, which is a locking winch. It has a hook down at the bottom, and I use those for pulling the pipes out. We've already got all the pipes, but that made it a lot easier than trying to pull it any other way. But what I did, I dug about 1.5 feet, 2 feet into the ground. I put that 4x4 in there. Of course, it's not the best looking 4x4, but it did the job. And I've got this ladder, which worked out real good. It's a extendable, retractable, multi-purpose ladder, and when you fold it in half, there's an opening in the center, which is where the pipe came through. What we did, we pulled them up through that opening, and then we laid it down and pulled it out. Right now we're in the process of putting it back in. There's my new pump, wired, sealed, taped up to that point. Of course, you can see my wire all the way up to there, and it's stretched all the way up to there. I don't want to get tangled. Well, what I'm going to do, I've tied this rope, which my older pump didn't have a rope on it. I put this rope on this pump, and I've got it knotted and taped up, and hopefully that rope is going to hold for however long this pump lasts. But this is what we did. I used this black rope for safety. I pulled up with the yellow strap, and of course you have to make sure that you have to get a strap strong enough to hold the weight, whatever the weight is on your pump and your tubing as you're bringing it up. And what we did, we used this little U-bolt. I got a D-ring there. It's plenty strong to pull the pipe up. We just kind of put this around the pipe and then hooked it up to the strap and just pulled it up from there. And of course the pipe was too heavy for me to lift, but with this it made it a lot easier, simpler. And of course it's a process. You pull it up with one and you have your safety, and then when you're ready to bring this yellow one down, this one holds the pipe up. You bring your D-ring down and you hook it up again, get another bite, and lift it up the rest of the way, and so on and so forth until you get it up to the point where you can just undo the pipe and then bring it down. But the most important thing is going to be to make sure that you have a safety to hold that pipe just in case one of these hooks comes off and your pipe doesn't drop into the well, and then you're really in trouble. So what we did, we made sure at all times that we had this safety with another U-bolt tied to it, and basically we just kind of slid that U-bolt down as we pulled this one up, and then we just took the slack off of this one, and this one held it up while we got another bite with this one. So I think I've already said that. And of course I had even a third safety. I used this, put it around the pipe, has a hook on it. I was hooking it on top of that, up on this steel rod that I've got going through there. It's pretty, about a 1 inch, maybe a 7/8 rod, where I put this, hooked up that pulley, and then also the hook for that steel cable. And those were my two safeties that I had on it, just in case the strap or the this winch got loose for any reason. So that's where we're at. We're in the process of putting it back in, and this time I think it's going to go faster because I'm going to try to hold it up with the rope. Of course I'm going to put a safety on it, but this rope is what I'm going to use to let it down, and then hold it while we screw the other one, get the other one in there, screw it in, tighten it, get our pipe dope in there, and that's basically it. But if you were wondering if this would work, this worked for me. Now this is about 125 feet in length. I've got a total of 6 20-foot PVC pipes, 2 steel and 4 PVC pipes, and there's the top piece. And let me see, for sure the most important thing is to make sure that you don't drop this thing, and I really recommend that you put all kinds of safety so that you don't drop it. But as far as lifting it, holding it up, the U-bolts, that winch worked real well, and between me and my wife and my son, we were able to pull it out, get the new pump, and get it installed. So right now we're in the process of putting it back in, so we'll let you know how it goes.